Welcome back to the IMMAF 2021 World Championships live from Abu Dhabi. I'm Dean Midhat here on Cage 2. Thank you for joining on IMMAF.tv. First, we welcome our atom weights in the female division. It's 47.6 kilograms or 105 pounds. Nadine Abbott-Bissett from Ireland in the blue corner. Her opponent, Rudy Kamari from India in the red corner. Women's atom weights, Nadine Abbott-Bissett from Ireland in the blue corner. Her opponent, Rudy Kamari from India in the red. And Abbott-Bissett has got some great strikers we're seeing here, but she level changes for a single leg. Bissett switching to the double. Kamari doing a good job of utilising that overhook with her left arm. She's giving a bit of leverage and hiking Bissett up towards the sky. Makes it a little bit more difficult for her to drop down and attack the legs for the takedown. Kamari's going to try and pummel that right arm in there. Beautiful work. And now her next job is to pummel the left arm in to look for double unhooks. She's going to have to create some space here. She can shoulder strike. Oh, beautiful. Immediately, as soon as she gets the double unhook, she has optimum control and she turns her opponent against the cage. The unhooks really are key in the grappling realm, particularly up against the cage for control of the body. Bissett trying to force the head away to create some space to regain her own underhooks. Nice striking in the break there from Kamari. Right hand snuck through from Bissett, body kick from Bissett. This is where Bissett really has the talent in the striking realm. It's interesting to see her drop down for the takedown, to see if she abandons that in favor of the strike and just goes to the body beautifully. Nice overhand right from Bissett, and a right hand again. Nice 1-2 from Bissett. These punches are getting through. Oh, combination from Kamari. Overhand right. She wobbled Kamari, looking for the takedown ever so slightly, but decided to go back upstairs. Kamari now a little bit more active with these combinations. She's not moving the head and she's moving straight back as well, so she's going to eat all those punches as long as Bissett comes forward. Bissett changes levels, catches the kick. Nice control from Bissett. Doing a great job on the feet, but now she wants to secure this round. Nice ground and pound. Beautiful work. Exposes the back from Bissett. 20 seconds for Bissett to work. She's looking for the rear naked choke. She has it sunk in. She doesn't have both hooks. She's jumped the back here. This looks pretty tight. Nadine Abbott-Bissett from Ireland looking for the rear naked choke finish here. Squeezing her way to victory. 10 seconds left. Kamari's fighting out of this position. She's in dire trouble, but she gets out of that. Beautiful work from Kamari. Very resilient young lady from India. What a great first round. Lots of action, lots of strikes, and indeed the grappling. Stay tuned for the second round. Round two, Bissett from Ireland in the blue corner. Kamari from India in the red. Really impressed with Kumari's ability to defend that rear naked choke later in the first round. Very resilient, technical as well. Nice work. Kumari does her best work close range, but you can see here that Bissett has the reach advantage. She's got to start thinking about making sure she doesn't get drawn into a gunfight. Nice knees. Second one missed. Combination of punches from Bissett. She charges forward with the leg kick. Nice counter overhand right from Kumari. Bissett landing the power shots here. As you can see, she catches the leg with the straight right. Those shots are doing a little bit more damage and rocking Kumari. Now she's going to expose the back early on in the second round. Body triangle. Bissett now in this position. She's trying to sneak that right arm underneath the chin of Kumari. Kumari's doing a good job of defending with 2-on-1. Two of her arms on one of her opponents. Bissett could use strikes here to try and throw a little bit of distraction in the mix to make sure she can get that arm underneath the neck. She could also look to turn with the traditional hooks and flatten out her opponent. She's using the right leg there to try and turn her opponent off to the left side and then back to the body triangle. In this case, she needs to pull her left arm from underneath the armpit of her opponent and around the neck. You want your opponent to fall into the choke, almost like their chin wants to fall into the crook of your elbow, just as we're seeing here. Bissett can finish from this, but she'll do better to go to her right side to try and maneuver Kumari to the right side. There we go. She's lost the bite on the neck. Looks like it's just over the chin here. And we know Kumari is very, very tough from this position. So she's got to make sure that she gets that arm underneath the neck. She's got to make sure that she doesn't catch the chin and then the arm gets it right underneath the neck to promote the... Good work from Bissett. Lots of control here. She's doing a good job as well at staying quite close to the belt line. There's the flatten out. Now she's got the ground and pound available as well as the chokes. She could use the punches to utilize the rear naked choke also. 15 seconds now for Bissett. Bissett doing a great job of controlling from this position here.
10 seconds.
Third and final round. Bissett from Ireland in the blue corner. Her opponent, Kumari from India in the red. We've seen great control and great striking from Bissett. And there's some frustration in the corner of Kumari. They want her to pull the trigger now. You could argue she's down 2 rounds. They want her to really go for it here and look for the finish. She's got to bite down on the mouthpiece. She's got to get close to try and slip and roll underneath these shots. She could also use level changes as well, just as Bissett's doing, to try and draw the hands down and distract, to disguise those punches or to disguise the advancement towards the close range. Catch from Kumari. Nice body shot. Overhand right. Jab from Kumari. And India relatively new to the IMMAF championships. And they actually achieved their first medal yesterday. It's the first Indian athlete to fight and guaranteed a medal. Of course, they fight for the bronze, silver, and gold respectively. Could go all the way to gold, but he's guaranteed a bronze if he loses his next fight. But Khan will go on to fight later today and tomorrow. Body triangle again from Bissett. She switches. She's got to switch back to the traditional hooks to try and put a little bit more pressure. And some nice ground and pound there. Referee's looking on. That should prompt Bissett to pull the pressure on. When the referee gets close, if she can't see him out of the periphery, it's her coach's job to make sure that she keeps the pressure on with the ground and pound, because the referee's really close to being, he's considering stopping the fight. So it's important to make sure that oh, there's a rear naked choke. This looks like a lot deeper. Difficult to see from our vantage point because she has her back, but she's got the hyper extension now. This is really tight. An imminent tap here from India. Ireland on the back, looking to squeeze her way to victory. Earlier on in the competition, she's done beautiful with the strikes, the back control. Kumari, very, very tough, difficult to finish. Bissett now going belly down, switched to the short choke. She's got immense pressure here through the neck of India. Bissett doing a great job of staying on the back. Kumari trying to fight the arms here. Bissett switching to traditional rear naked choke. Difficult to see the angle. She's ever so slightly off. She's not square on the back. It's largely due to the body triangle. She goes back to the traditional hooks, the heels on the inside of her hips of her opponent. She can maneuver. She's getting to the top position now. Look for the ground and pound. Referee is close. She's got to pull the pressure on. She's got to keep going here. Yeah, there's the TKO finish here. Beautiful work from Nadine Abbott-Bissett from Ireland. Comes out victorious against a very tough Indian. She poured the pressure on. She used her striking to get the takedown and obtain the back. She couldn't finish with a rear naked choke, but she got the TKO victory here in Abu Dhabi.
And over on cage one, your winner by split decision. In the blue corner, representing Sweden, Josephine Montig.
And over at cage number 3, this fight ends as a split decision in favor of the fighter advancing to the finals. Out of the blue corner, representing Mexico, Valeria Gomez.
And over on cage 2, your winner by TKO in round number 3. Representing Ireland, Nadine Abbott-Bissett. Can all finalists please make their way to the back and speak to have your photographs?
And over at cage 4, this fight is a unanimous decision in favor of the fighter advancing to the finals. Out of the blue corner, representing Ireland, Gaia O'Sullivan. In the prep point for cage 3 in the blue corner, representing the RMMAU, Tatiana Posternakova. And her opponent in the red corner, representing Sweden, Nina Nikolija Milosevic.
And in cage 1 we have in the blue corner representing the Kingdom of Bahrain, Beatrice Kansuli Denise. And her opponent in the red corner representing RMMAU, Alexandra Mitina. And over on cage 2 in the blue corner representing Kazakhstan, Gulmira Azatbek. And her opponent in the red corner representing Kazakhstan, Nazarki Hisabek.
Making the walk to cage 4 in the blue corner, representing Kazakhstan, Garina Sisanova. And her opponent in the red corner, also representing Kazakhstan, Dinara Ayapova.
Women's junior bantamweights now. Gulmira Azatbek from Kazakhstan in the blue corner. Her opponent, Izabek from Kazakhstan. So it's an all Kazakhstan affair. Feeling out process here in the first round. Test of distance here, fakes and feigns. Looking for a way in, often indicative of two higher level athletes. They take their time, look for the left hook, beautiful work from Izabek. Knee from Izabek. Great plum clinch. Straight to the double leg high crotch, boom! Beautiful takedown from Izabek. Oh, she's straight to the mount as well. She's gonna look to channel this ground and pound. She can force the head away to create space. Gulmira holding onto the body here. It's inevitable that you get broken off and struck on. Izabek doing a great job with the hammer fist now. Referee looking on, referee is close. Izabek has got to keep the pressure on to look for the TKO victory. The punches are getting through here. He's close to being stopped. A barrage of punches from Izabek in the top position. Gulmira desperately trying to cover up here. This one's all over. Izabek from Kazakhstan is victorious via TKO.
And over on cage 2, your winner by TKO in round number 2, representing Kazakhstan in the red corner, Nazarek Isabek.
Over at cage 4, this fight ends in the first round via Anaconda choke for the fighter advancing to the finals out of the blue corner, representing Kazakhstan, Karina Sisanova.
And entering cage 2 in the blue corner representing RMMAU, Anastasia Karmaeva. And her opponent in the red corner representing Lithuania, Liana Lipinskaite.
Making the walk to cage 4 in the blue corner, representing Kazakhstan, Jana Degenbey. And her opponent in the red corner, representing the RMMAU, Alina Agisheva.
Women's junior bantamweight at 61.2 kilograms or 135 pounds. Anastasia Karmaeva from the RMMAU in the blue corner. Her opponent, Liana Lipinskaite from Lithuania in the red corner. Anastasia in the blue, Liana in the red. Anastasia's great pressuring style. Close quarter, she's very dangerous with the strikes. Anastasia looking for the pressure towards the cage. This is separation. Overhand right, counter right hand from Liana. Back take attempt here from Anastasia. She's cleared the arm now. Some nice knees. She could look for the takedown in this position. She does like to strike, however, so she might look to get the takedown just to secure the round and rack up the points on the judges' scorecards if it goes to the judges' scorecard. But it's smart play, it's tactics in the game as well to establish the takedown to make sure that you're putting on a dominant performance. There's a separation initiated by Liana. Inside leg kick from Anastasia. Right hand straight down the pipe from Liana. Side leg kick. Measured approach here, close range shots. Anastasia eating the right hand. Liana pressuring forward now. Anastasia with a great takedown with the underhook. She literally muscled Liana straight down to the ground here. Nice crucifix. She's going to look to try and trap that right arm of Liana. She can kick away from the cage, she get a little bit of space so she can charge that left leg up and block the right arm of her opponent. There we go, now she's got the space. Oh, she goes straight to mount, a better position. She's going to pour on the ground and pound here. Liana has to start thinking about bucking and hip escaping to get to the half guard to limit the damage that Anastasia is able to inflict. Anastasia in the mount, there's the sweep. Beautiful work from Liana, digging deep, using the power, using the explosiveness at the correct time. She's got to be careful of the submission attempts here. Potential triangle. Diamond guard for Anastasia. She's going to look to reach up and grab her right shin. She could also grab the foot. It's a little bit more problematic because you put the leverage through your ankles. It's a little bit harder to pull. Oh, there's the adjustment, figure four. She's got to pull down on the head and squeeze now. Anastasia is putting the pressure on here. Beautiful work from Liana to make it out of that round. An aggressive start from both these young ladies at bantamweight. Second round, bantamweights. Anastasia from the RMMAU in the blue corner. Liana from Lithuania in the red corner. And we saw Anastasia get the takedown in the top position, but it was a great sweep from Liana. And there was some explosive action from Liana. See if she can maintain that going into the second round. She's got to be conservative here with her techniques to make sure that she has that in the gas tank if she has to escape again. When these young ladies tie up, it is a battle of strength, it seems. Coupled with some technique as well with the underhooks. Nice 1-2 from Anastasia. Oh, nice 1-2 return from Liana. That right hand snuck through. Liana on the outside now. Nice turn from Anastasia. Anastasia doing a good job of driving the shoulder forward, pinning her opponent up against the cage, but this is a battle of underhooks here again. The right underhook might prove to be a weapon for Anastasia. She gets the takedown again, the same takedown she achieved in the first round. She uses that underhook and utilizes forward pressure and hit in circular motion with a little bit of strength on top just for good measure. But she's achieved the takedown again. Let's see if she looks to skip to mount. She goes for this crucifix position where she tries to trap the arms of her opponent to disguise the fact she wants to skip that right leg around the body of her opponent and end up in the mount. She's kicking away from the cage again. Almost a mirror image of the first round when she got the mount. She's got the underhook as well underneath the left arm, which is crucial to prevent the back take as well as escapes. Anastasia doing the right thing here, keeping heavy, controlling, following her opponent around, trying to keep her away from the cage. There's the explosion from Liana. She's got to pick her ample opportunities now to explode out of this position, because if she wastes too much energy, she's going to burn out the gas tank. If she ends up in this position again, it's going to be very difficult for her to explode. Mount coming in. Liana doing a much better job of trying to retrieve the half guard to prevent the mount.
And it's over on cage one. Your winner by unanimous decision.
Mount again, Anastasia. Oh, and there's the sweep. There's the explosiveness we were talking about from the Lithuanian. She picked the perfect time to get in the top position. Now she's going to do the same thing. She's going to go to the half guard, past the guard, straight into side control. There's the flexibility of Anastasia. Interesting round between the two. A well-matched fight between these young junior bantamweights here at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships. We go to a third round, so stay tuned for our third and final round.
And over at cage number 3, this fight comes to a stop as a unanimous decision in favor of the fighter advancing into the final out of the red corner, representing Sweden, Nina Nicolesia Milosevic.
Third and final round of the junior bantamweight. Anastasia in the blue corner, Liana in the red. This is RMMAU and Lithuania. So far, been very evenly matched. Difficult one to score. Nice high guard from Anastasia.
And her opponent in the red corner, representing the Kingdom of Haya Benito Guimaraes.
Nice overhand right from Liana. She charges forward with the punches. Very explosiveness being displayed by Diana. Careful about giving the back up here again. Utilization of the underhooks is key. Even the overhook would have helped her there, the whizzer. Try and drive that right arm forward into the arms of her opponent and break this grip. She can also circle the arm like she's doing now to look for the whizzer. A little bit difficult with the cage on that back side. Anastasia looking for the takedown. Risky because she could have given the back up, but she ended up in the top position. Now the full guard. We've seen her in dominant positions previously in this fight, side controls and full mounts. See what she could do from the full guard. She could look to posture up, land body shots, land head shots. Trying to Diana. She's got to try and stuff that right arm through, kick the legs over. A little bit more difficult up against the cage. It stacks you up a little bit, so you don't have as much maneuverability through your legs to establish a top position. Anastasia finding it a little bit difficult to regain the posture. Potential sweep here from the red corner. Diana's got that leg across the midsection, knee shield. Should have been looking for the scissor sweep there. You can hear the IMMAF coaches screaming so loud he's losing his voice. Amethyst armbar attempt. Beautiful armbar attempt. Anastasia did the right thing to stack in that position. And there's a show of sportsmanship after the fight ends. Anastasia believes she's done enough. Will it be the IMMAF or Lithuania moving forward at our semi-finals day here at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships? Stay tuned for our official decision from our cage side judges momentarily.
And over on cage 2, your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, representing our IMMAF, Anastasia Karmaeva. And now making her way towards cage 2 in the blue corner, representing Sweden, Isha Sandin. And her opponent in the red corner, representing our IMMAF, Olga Lagonlea.
Women's flyweights, excuse me, lightweights, 70.3 kilograms or 155 pounds. Esa Sandin from Sweden in the blue corner. Her opponent, Ogla Loganea from the RMMAU in the red corner. Esa, 2019 European gold champion, 2021 World Cup gold. She's a great grappler as well if this fight goes to the ground. She's improved massively in the boxing realm, working on her boxing techniques as well as Muay Thai. But her bread and butter is her grappling ability. She's got to try and work to the outside position here or look for the underhooks. Vladimir on the outside, looking for the single leg. She could circle around to her left or switch to the double as she's doing here now. She might look to pull the hips away of Esa. Esa looking for the guillotine. She's got to try and clear that left leg, however. It's going to be difficult with the cage there. It's going to let that guillotine go in favor of with a knee shield. She could use this to go back to the full guard. She could also use it to kick back to her feet. It's a potential sweep as well, but she needs to try and get that left leg on the outside of the right leg of her opponent for the scissor sweep. From here, she's going to work back to the full guard. Smart play, control the body and the head. Can work for submissions off the back, a little bit more difficult up against the cage. And it's a good blueprint for her opponent, Ogla, to use the cage to stifle the ability to kind of shut down the jiu-jitsu game of Esa Sandin. This is trying to kick off the hips here and get back to her feet. Esa now first forced to work off of her back. She can get her feet underneath her. She's going to give up the mount. She's got to be careful in this position here. Lagdoner pulled the pressure on with the ground and pound. She's got the underhook. She's got to try and use it again to the mount. She's going to give the back up. She's got to stay safe here. She's got to keep the ref happy. Punches are getting through. Referee looking on. She's flattened out now. This is a worse position for Esa. She's going to give up the mount in favor. Giving it back. Control here. Lagdoner. Great work from Esa. Get out of that mount. Nice hip escape, knee shield. She's got to get some sort of control over the body here, however, to prevent the ground and pound. The second she can get to the half guard or the full guard, she's going to take less damage for sure. She could be looking to set up an armbar or a triangle. Goes back to the full guard. At this point here, she's throw up submissions. She's got to stay safe. She's got to keep the ref happy from the ground and pound. But you've got to look to, coming into the second round, that she's got to keep this fight standing potentially, or try and get the top position. And that's a real test for Sandin. And again, she's a veteran of the IMMAF, being the 2019 European gold medalist and the 2021 World Cup gold medalist. But she's coming up against a formidable force in Lagdoner. See what the second round holds for us. Stay tuned for the IMMAF 2021 World Championships.
Ее замучило уже.
Round 2 for female lightweights. Here's Hassan in the blue corner. Lagdonair in the red. And we've seen Lagdonair do a great job of take down the jiu-jitsu artist in Sandin and maintain some top dominant control as well as forcing precarious positions, particularly the mount. This is what Irsa needs. I'd imagine her corner have asked her to be first, get on the outside, and try and obtain the top position if she can get the takedown. Irsa gives out the outside position. They get a warning here for a fence grab. There's the guillotine. If she's going to try and set this guillotine up, better to get the arm out and make sure that she can pull full guard around the body. She can finish it from half guard, but a lot more difficult as we see Lagdonair escape the head from that position. Lagdonair with some great control from the top position. Irsa now's got to get the hands underneath her and cage walk. Irsa now with the underhook. She might use that to take the back. If she can clear the right arm of her opponent, she'll take the back. Lagdonair very aware of that. Reverses out of danger. Irsa with some nice up kicks off the back. It's difficult to sweep from this position, possible, as well as leg lock entries, but it wouldn't be advisable given that Lagdonair has shown that she's very dominant from the top position. Irsa really needs to get back to her feet or try and work her way back to the full guard and throw up some submissions. Irsa now with the underhook. She's got to use this. Beautiful work from Irsa. Excellent. She's going to use the ankle pick. There's a fence grab again from Lagdonair. The referee did a great job of getting on that quick because that could have prevented Lagdonair from going to her back. Irsa now's got to drag her opponent away from the cage and try and look to get a better position. It's crucial she doesn't give up this top position. She's also got to be careful of the guillotine whilst the legs are in play. If she can pass the legs to side control, for instance, much less a chance of being guillotined. Irsa's worked very hard to get to this position. She's got to try and drag the legs away, and there's the cage walk from Lagdonair. Knee from Irsa. Not much power behind it because the head's trapped underneath the right arm of her opponent. Tough test from the IMMAF for Sweden. We will go to a third round. Let's see if Irsa can maintain the top position or utilize the sweeps off of her back. Fatigue might be a factor. Lagdonair's got to use the strikes to set up the takedown against the cage and stay in the top position.
And at cage 3 in the blue corner, representing Kazakhstan, returning champion Baghdad Zubanish. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Kazakhstan, Yedalan Kapulov.
We're going to wipe up the moisture here in the corner before we get underway for our third round of the women's lightweight. Sandin in the blue from Sweden, Lagdonair from IMMAF in the red. Deep breaths from Lagdonair, and this is going to test Sandin here, test the cardio. She's got to be careful about throwing too much power in these punches for fear of the level change. She's doing a good job. She's got to separate here, frame, circle her back off the cage. Lagdonair dropping down for the single. She might look to step over and hook the leg. Here she can drop down for the ankle pick or the double. Yes, with the fence grab here. Again, Issa needs to look for this underhook. She has success with the sweep off of her back, but she's got to do it fast. She can't afford to give away this round. Certainly make the case that Issa's potentially 2 rounds down. Might be one apiece depending, but Vladimir has to make a stamp in this round if she wants to take the win. Issa needs to pull something out of the bag. She's going to look for a submission. She's going to look for this top position, maybe try and force the ground and pound. She has to stay off her back towards the end of the round. She could go for a leg lock. Issa's got the underhook with the left arm. She might look to sweep. She's holding on to that leg. She could hike the knees up to the chest as well as try and upa, try and fire her left arm and try and disbalance her opponent. I find it a little bit difficult now to get up, particularly with the whizzer and the heavy top pressure of Vladimir. He's trying to work back to full guard here. She's doing a good job of holding on to the half guard. Great top dominant pressure from Vladimir. Yes, and now working their way back to full guard. She's got to go for submissions here. She's got to try and kick off the cage and try and face her head towards the center. Interesting to see the referee ask for more action. This should prompt Issa to hold on if she wants to stand up. You could argue here she might have more of a chance on the feet. And working here, Vladimir is very well versed in submissions, aware for grappling in mixed martial arts, particularly in the wrestling realm. That comes with the avoidance of submissions, but Issa's got some great submissions off her back. Nice armbar, great triangle. There's the triangle attempt from Issa. She's got to be fast here. She's got to reach up, grab the shin. There's the triangle. Can she get this? This will be a crazy finish given that she was dominated by Vladimir, but she doesn't manage to re-secure the position. What a great fight between Sweden and the IMMAF. Again, you could argue that Vladimir might walk away with a decision victory. We will go to our official judges here at the IMMAF to render the decision.
And on cage 2, your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner representing our MMAU, Olga Lagodnaya. And now making her way to cage 2 in the blue corner, representing New Zealand's Mel Webster. And her opponents in the red corner representing Kazakhstan, Asian Abdulkadir.
Women's lightweight, 70.3 kilograms or 155 pounds. In the blue corner, Mel Webster from New Zealand. And her opponent in the red corner from Kazakhstan, Azhan Abdukader. Heavy punches here already from the red corner. Abdukader now back against the cage, going to get intervention here. Well, I think the thumb potentially could have gone in the mouth accidentally as she threw the punch. Referee just checking on the athletes. Fighter safety paramount here at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships. And Mel Webster, the 2019 World Silver medalist, submitted in the final by teammate Montague, who has since dropped to featherweight. So Webster's looking to advance her way through the competition to hunt for that gold. Abdukader, the outside here. Webster now with the unhook. She's got to try and clear the head. Webster has to be careful about holding on to the head here. She's going to give the back up. Webster with a 3-0 record.
Turn around, Mel.
Webster currently on a 2-fight loss streak, so looking to make a change here at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships. Abdukader fighting for that lower pressure to drop her head and her hips below her opponents to initiate the takedown. Webster's got to be careful here about the back takedown. She's looking to step across with her right leg in front of her opponent and potentially look for a hip toss. It's risky because you can give the back up. It's almost one of those techniques that you do fast and hard and surprise your opponent.
Take her down. Turn out, take her down. Let's go. Nice. No, 30 seconds. Take it down. Take it down. Let's go. Yes.
Webster's corner asking for the takedown just to re-secure some points and make a stamp in the judge's eyes. Find it difficult to complete the takedown. She's got to be careful about the neck here.
Pull her right out now. 15 seconds.
Drop down now for the single leg.
15 seconds. Let's go.
Abdukader trying to fight that left underhook, trying to drag the arm across around to her right side.
5 seconds.
Gain some leverage.
Oh, nice. Yeah, on the knee. On the knee. On the knee. On the knee again. Knee. Yeah.
Oh, nice knee from Webster. Listening perfect to her coach. She's got to be careful about going to the head with the knee. She's got to stick to the body here. Some great work at the end of the round here for Webster. Nice knee from Webster.
One more. Soften it up.
Давай, 3-4, снизу бить надо, не сверху, снизу.
Second round. Webster in the blue, Abdulkader in the red. We've seen a lot of work up against the cage throughout this fight. Webster is strong in the clinch. Strength does run out, so you have to make the most of it earlier on in the fight. If you're going to use strength, establish the top position, not trying to waste any energy. Webster's got one underhook. She can try and pummel in. Interesting to see her try and secure the guillotine and give the back up. She had one strong underhook in, and she didn't pummel the right double underhooks.
Okay, turn it up. Turn it up now. Get your back off the floor. It's your turn now.
Nice knees to the leg. Abdulkader.
And now over on cage.
Webster potentially with the guillotine, going to be difficult to finish up against the cage.
Representing the Kingdom of
In with the headlock from Webster.
Sabrina Valentina da Souza.
Logo посередине, между ногами, поставь все, вот так и дави. Руку с подмышки возьми заднюю.
Referee looking on
Подмышки
here.
ту руку
Might
возьми правую, с подмышки.
try and prompt for inactivity.
Вот так.
When you hear that, Mel, you're close.
Вот, все. Все, контроль, контроль. Вот так, бедро.
Now let's get a right arm underhook. Turn her off the cage.
Control.
Or drive into your wizard. Yep.
There's the takedown that she's been looking for.
Another swat. Another swat. Catch her
And
outside
over
leg this
at
time.
age 3, this fight ends as a unanimous decision for the winner advancing to the final, and still the defending champion out of the blue corner, representing Kazakhstan, Baghdad Zubayev.
Now, turn into your wizard and turn out this way.
Some cage control time here.
This way. Into your wizard.
Webster
Into your
at the
wizard.
cut.
Turn into it. Drive into it. Yes, that way. Then go the other. Flick, flick.
Молодец, держи длина, вот все. Не дай покинуть.
Swing the outside leg, not the inside one.
Поворачивайся к
And now
нему.
please welcome the
Разведи
first
спиной,
fighter
разведи,
into
вот так.
cage 1 in the blue
Вот так,
corner
хорошо,
from
хорошо,
Norway,
девочка моя,
Cecilia
хорошо,
Bolanda.
хорошо. Еще раз двигаем
And
колено.
Go with a nice head position. Make it difficult for Webster to gain any leverage or overpower midsection.
Get off the cage. Let's go.
Looks like it's double underhooks here from Abdulkader. Webster making it very difficult for her to clasp the hands together. Doing a good job of making sure that she's very connected to the cage, makes it difficult to sneak these arms around, particularly with the larger amateur gloves.
And his opponent in the red corner, also representing the RMMAU, Farhad Rahmonaliyev.
Давай, Кызым, намыс включи. Такой же канал. Сразу снизу бьем.
Third and final round here. Webster in the blue, Abdulkader in the red.
Делай все. Если можешь, оторвись.
A lot of this fight has
Заходи, не надо.
commenced up against the cage and a fight for an outside position.
Снизу бей, снизу бей.
Smart play by Webster to try and initiate the clinch. She gives up the cage again.
И контроль, и контроль. Ай-яй-яй.
She's got to be more active in her separation. She's got to force the head away. Nice frame on the face. Beautiful work. The second she starts to initiate these separation techniques, there's the takedown she's been looking for. It's probably something maybe in the gym that she hits quite a lot, but against a decent wrestler in Abdulkader, especially from being from Kazakhstan as well, they have a good wrestling pedigree. Nice core control, usually power. Tends to be a little bit more difficult to take somebody down without those anchors underneath the arms, such as the underhooks.
Of the final, fighter advancing to the final. Out of the blue corner, representing the RMAU, Untitled Chapter.
Pressure against the cage here. Again, a hidden talent, hidden techniques. Difficult to describe unless you felt it. Somebody to hold you against the cage and you can't move. The way out are nuanced. The ways out are nuanced. It's very difficult to separate. But I think at this point in time, the fact that Webster's holding onto the head, looking for the takedown that she likes, is serving to hold her in this position. She's got to try and gain some separation, frame on the face, create some space for the underhooks. That way she's going to get more of a position to either her opponent circle off the cage or turn her onto the cage. She's going to kick off the cage here. That was nice work from Webster. Oh, but she gives up the top position. She might get her back taken here. Key for Webster is the right arm to try and hook the leg. Ducata now with the back with the ground and pound. I love the way she's looking for the finish as well. Webster looking to reach for the leg here. She's got to try and grab the near side leg, however, the left leg of Abdicada. She's going to have to try and reverse back. She could Granby roll here as well, but give up the bottom position. Webster might use the cage to stand up here. Get a warning for holding the glove. Nice punches from Abdicada. Great work from Webster to get back to her feet, but again, she's got to look for the underhooks in this position.
One last burst at the table.
Webster looking for the takedown. Webster's got to try and step across the hips to initiate that takedown. He's going to find it very difficult up against the cage here. I mean, Abdicada as well, difficult customer to take down. Webster felt that up against the cage. A fight that commenced mainly up against the cage, mainly in the clinch. And we'll see who goes through, New Zealand or Kazakhstan. Stay tuned for our official decision here at the semi-finals of the IMMAF 2021 World Championships.
And now making his way into the blue corner on cage one, representing Tajikistan, Mohamed Salahidinov. And his opponent in the red corner, representing the Kingdom of Bahrain, Mohamed Al-Samiyah. And over on cage two, your winner by unanimous decision in the red corner, representing Kazakhstan, Hijjan Abdulkadir.
Папочки, Аян, папочки.
And now making their way to cage two in the blue corner, representing the RMMAU, Vector Janishbek. And his opponent in the red corner, also representing RMMAU, Ibrahim Katsoev.
We welcome the men's flyweights now, 56.7 kilograms or 125 pounds. Into the blue corner, Bektor Janibek Ulu from the RMMAU. His opponent also from the RMMAU, Ibrahim Gatoev. Ulu in the blue corner, Gatoev in the red. Flyweights, Ulu in the blue corner, Gatoev in the red. Both athletes from the RMMAU. At the semi-finals here at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships. Live from Abu Dhabi. I'm D Midhat, Cage 2. Thank you for joining us on IMMAF.tv. Lead uppercut here from the red corner. And Ulu's got a nice squatted stance, powerful punches, particularly right hand. He likes the overhand right. He'll use that also to set up the level change. Gatoev, elusive, lovely jab as we're seeing here that he likes to set up the straight right hand with. Spinning back fist from Gatoev. Teammate versus teammate affair definitely brings up the RMMAU in the medals tally. Powerful combination straight down the pipe so far. Nice hook from Ulu. There's the overhand right from Ulu that he sets up. A little bit short in distance here. Gatoev does a good job of keeping his enemies at the end of his punches and kicks.
Please stick around after the event for official face-offs with your opponents. Thank you.
Mark Goddard, can we please have you in cage?
Level change initiated from Ulu.
Can we please have
Looking to expose the back. Nice mat return. Ulu. Gatoev doing a good job, put the hand down on the ground, trying to get back to his feet here. Good serve to try and get the whizzer. Oh, he's got the whizzer with the left. The whizzer's going to help him base a little bit and get to the top position. Now he's got to try and pummel that right arm in on the inside of the left arm of Ulu. Ulu very strong in the clinch. Now, as soon as you see the double underhooks been negated from Gatoev, he's able to establish the outside position, and now he's trying to look for his own takedown. Really is a key here in the clinch and in grappling to pummel those right arm and left arms in on the inside of your opponents and then clasp your hands together behind their body. Separation between Ulu and Gatoev. Gatoev, center cage. Interesting first round. Teammate versus teammate. Could edge that one towards Ulu, given the takedowns up against the cage, to see what round two holds. Touch of gloves, a show of respect between these two from the RMMAU. Teammate versus teammate. Ulu in the blue corner, Kartoev in the red. And Ulu was stronger in the clinch up against the cage in the first round. Let's see if he tries to prompt that level change. He's going to set up with hands. Great boxing as well. Excellent fighter IQ, understanding that he has to set these takedowns up. Beautiful, turns the corner, punches the single leg down. Now he's in the top position. Kartoev has got to get that knee shield in. He's going to try and pull those legs underneath him. There's a beautiful cradle from Ulu. Kartoev gets back to his feet. Nice work. Great sprawl now. Ulu expecting that takedown. One, two from Kartoev. Cleaner with the striking for sure. Ulu, I think, has a slight edge in the grappling.
This fight is a split decision in favor of the fighter in the red corner, representing the RMAU Farfo, Rahmonaliyev.
Little kick there from the red corner. He's looking to mix it up. Kartoev's got to avoid these takedowns here with circular and lateral movement. After he strikes, he's got to try and get off that center line. Nice pressure from Kartoev. Again, digging the underhooks, and immediately he's able to turn his opponent with his back against the cage and then obtain the takedown. I like the way he's pulling up on the arm as well to try and secure the side control position. Accepts the half guard. Kartoev here might look to cage walk. He's got to retract one arm, plant it down, as you can see there from the camera angle. That's why his opponent Ulu was controlling that left arm. Second against the left arm free, he's able to pop back to his feet.
And his opponent in the red corner, representing the RMAU shotgun.
Single leg here. Ulu on the outside, looks to bow. Could look to elevate as well and kick the back leg away. Can try and switch to the high crotch, double legs. This is a feeling out process as well. Guillotine attempt from Kartoev. When this gets tight, you'll notice Ulu will try and defend the neck. Wasn't tight enough to prompt that. Great wrist control from Ulu. And the head positions are right underneath the chin of Kartoev. 10 seconds left in the round. Kartoev frantically trying to pressure and regain his way up on the scorecards. We'll go to a third here for the flyweights at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships. Staying tuned at cage 3 for the third round. Third and final round, teammate versus teammate. Ulu in the blue corner, Kartoev in the red, both from the RMMAU. So far, we've seen Ulu really come to fruit with the wrestling. He's got very strong clinch, great cage work. Kartoev edging in the striking round, but he slips here, might give the top position up here to Ulu. Ulu might look to switch to take the back. Great work from Kartoev, striking on the break as well. Nice combination from Kartoev. A measured approach from these two. High fighter IQ, looking for that ample opportunity to capitalize. Overhand right. Beautiful work from Ulu. And there's the footwork to prevent him getting taken down and pressured back to the cage. And that's what's missing from Kartoev. After he strikes, he kind of stands in front of his opponent too much. And that allows the level change. Also allows the counter shots as well. Nice uppercut. There's the shot. Kartoev struggling to get the takedown here, largely due to Ulu's ability to use the whiz out, the underhooks. He's going to try and potentially use the switch here. Kartoev did a great job actually getting the takedown. He's dragging Ulu. Going to pull the hips away from the cage, dragging him down to the mat. Stuff really there.
This fight comes to a stop in the first round. Be a triangle choke for the fighter.
Next attempt from Kartoev. Could be that Ulu's slightly fatigued here. Done a lot of work in the wrestling realm. There's the back. Potential for outside trips here. Gonna lace his legs around like a grapevine. Force his hips forward to try and gain the takedown. Giving up the back here, great work from Ulu to switch the position. Kartoev really coming out of his shell here in the last round. Kartoev stuck to Ulu like glue. Ulu trying to fire that left underhook up. He's going to try and pummel that right side in. He can strike on the break here, gets the outside position, tries to shoot down. Kartoev did a good job of circling out. Deep breath from Kartoev. Backs off to just take a few resets. Jab, beautiful level change, excellent timing from Ulu. He'll probably look to stay here now and do damage. That would be a smart advice from his corner. Nice trip, beautiful work. That's two now.
Representing the Kingdom of Bahrain, Mohammed Hassan.
And Kartoev, great fight between the R and the AU. But we'll go to the judges' scorecard to render the decision. Stay tuned for our official decision here for the IMMAF 2021 World Championships.
Please can everybody move out of the entrance walkway, guys? Need this area clear for when fighters make their walk to the cage. And over on cage 2, your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, representing RMMAU, Vector Jenishbek Hulu.
And in cage 3, and out of the blue corner, representing Tajikistan, Behruz Hulsetizoda. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Kazakhstan, Yerkin Beginov. The prep point for cage 4 in the blue corner, representing the Kingdom of Bahrain, Kurban Idrisov. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Kazakhstan, Neymar Asadov.
And now making their way to cage 2 in the blue corner representing Spain, Rafael Calderon, Korea. And his opponent in the red corner representing Kazakhstan, Dastan Jakubekov.
No importa nada más, Rafa, solo lo que hay aquí y ahora, enfocado. El centro de la reja. 3 minutos para la final, Rafita. Vamos.
An exciting flyweight matchup from Spain in the blue corner. His opponent, Dastan Jakubekov from Kazakhstan in the red. And both retain a very exciting fighting style. Korea, fast-paced, close-range, devastating hooks. Jakubekov, great boxing, a longer reach, and a nice double leg. Jakubekov will pump that jab out, triple and double the jabs to hide that right hand or the takedown. Interesting to see how both athletes with the knees taped up. The right leg for Jakubekov and the left, Korea. Korea has to be careful about those leg kicks. Can't eat too many of those. Might be something Jakubekov tries to do. Rear leg kicks to that lead leg of his opponent to try and take the spring out the step. There it is, inside leg kick. If you go from the outside, you could try and collapse the knee and cause Korea to potentially think too much about that injury and change his game plan, which could give Jakubekov the edge in this fight. So fakes and feints as well. Korea, smart play to try and deter the leg kicks. Often, if you don't know what's coming, it's quite risky to throw the leg kick if you don't move off the center line, because you can get countered quite readily. There's a nice uppercut. Korea, technique to deter your opponent from changing levels. Korea really has some great boxing. A very exciting fighter if you have in the IMMAF cage. Nice double leg. There was the double leg we spoke about. Jakubekov perfectly timed. Korea's got a nice underhook though with the left. He just needs to pummel that a little bit deeper. Oh, and there's a beautiful slam. Jakubekov. Korea looking to lever around for the sweep. He might get it momentarily. Jakubekov sensing that movement and inertia. Jakubekov's got to try and get that left arm and control the head of his opponent. Great work from the underhook from Korea to re-establish the full guard now. Against the cage, he's got a few options here. Could cage walk. Of course, he can throw up submissions from the back, but he's got to be careful here about getting stuffed into the cage. 10 seconds left in the round, might go for a last-ditch attempt at a submission. There's the kicks to damage that lead leg. Exciting first round between two very talented athletes. Interesting to see the adjustments they make coming into round two. Second round coming up. Flyweights in the semi-finals of the IMMAF 2021 World Championships. Korea in the blue corner from Spain. Shakipekov, Kazakhstan in the red. Shakipekov might use the strikes to set up that level change for the takedown. Korea's got to get on the bike here. And it might be a little bit more difficult for him to move around laterally and circularly with that injury on that lead leg. You can see there's the leg kick from Shakipekov. Smart game plan to try and punish that lead leg. Korea usually does have a lot more movement in his footwork, but I think maybe that knee is playing a part. He's doing a good job of lifting that leg to check it, however. So he's very aware of that tactic from his opponent. Korea now a little bit more loose, but he's got to be careful about throwing those kicks. Shakipekov can time that, turn that into a take. Korea's doing a great job of using fakes and feints and varied techniques to try and put a stagger in the step for Shakipekov. You can see Shakipekov exits and he resets. He's not sure at this point in time how to get in. He's leaning back away. He's worried about the punches. Korea really is dictating the pace on the feet. Shakipekov is going to look for this takedown. There's the level change. He's trying to gauge the reaction. That's what he wants. He wants that. There we go. He wants the level change and the punches to come. He's caught in the guillotine arm in. Full guard. Korea has the opportunity to finish the submission by pulling his right elbow high. Lost the grip. He's got to keep those hands gripped here to finish the guillotine. Shakipekov making it very difficult for Korea to navigate that second grip with the right arm. Smart play from Korea here to hold. Might force the stand up from the referee. Shoulder shots from Shakipekov. Korea's doing these open-handed slaps from the bottom, but the judges are seeing Shakipekov on top, controlling, landing some decisive shots with the ground and pound. So Korea's got to try and separate here. Got to get back to his feet, use the knee shield, feet on the hips, stuff the head, underhooks. He's got to use all these defensive techniques. While Shakipekov's really insistent on pressuring back to the cage, he's giving him an avenue of base here to cage walk. Shakipekov staying really strong at the end. A little bit of camaraderie between the two. Third and final round between Spain and Kazakhstan. Korea from Spain in the blue corner. Shakipekov from Kazakhstan in the red. And we've seen Shakipekov with some very well-timed takedowns. Korea with that injury on the lead leg. I wonder how much that has played a part in the fact that he's not as active with the footwork that we usually see. Again, tournament fashion. being conservative with your fatigue, your energy expenditure, injuries, damage is very, very important in the tournament fashion. Multiple fights over multiple days. Fully prepares these athletes to go into the pro ranks when they're ready. Because when you're in the pro ranks, you just have one fight, one night, and it makes it seem a lot easier. It really is the biggest amateur platform in mixed martial arts in the world. Compete at the IMMAF for the experience in the cage, tactics as well. A great youth program that teaches over 200 techniques, core techniques that work in the cage. They can attain their various levels up to black belt. Just making sure that they're better prepared in the cage. Korea's guillotine attempt again, but he can't connect the hands together. Jackie with a very dominant top position, comes from years and years of wrestling. Making it difficult for Korea to explode back to his feet.
Favor of the fighter advancing to the final out of the blue corner, representing Tajikistan, Behrouz.
Semi-final fight here at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships. Winner of this fight will go on for the opportunity to fight in the finals. The silver and the gold medals. Pressure again from Shakipekov as he looks to pass the guard. Korea has the underhook here, which gives him an opportunity for some leverage. Loses it now. Half butterfly guard for Korea. Shakipekov with the perfect game plan and blueprint to stay top on the top. And pressure, he's got to be careful with the armbar, however.
Hay que levantarse, Rafa, déjate la vida, arriba. Arriba, Rafa, arriba. Levántate, arriba.
10 seconds left here. Korea is going to make a last-ditch attempt to get to his feet. Shakipekov looking to stifle that. Gets a nice mat return. Great work from Shakipekov. Dominant performance from Kazakhstan. We will go to the judges' scorecards to render the decision here and who moves on to fight in the final of the IMMAF 2021 World Championships live from Abu Dhabi.
Contemporary age 3 in the blue corner, representing the Kingdom of Bahrain, Gimba Magomedov, and his opponent in the red corner, representing the RMMAU, Maxime Fuchs.
And over on cage 2, your winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, representing Kazakhstan, Dastan Shakipekov.
At the prep point for cage 4 in the blue corner, representing Finland, Marco Sesjarvi. And his opponent in the red corner, representing the RMMAU, Salama Isbulayev.
And in cage 2 in the blue corner representing Spain, Juan Izquierdo. And his opponent in the red corner representing Tajikistan, Vladimir Potrenko.
Men's featherweights at 65.8 kilograms or 145 pounds. We welcome into the blue corner Juan Izquierdo from Spain. His opponent, Bakito Husanov from Tajikistan in the red corner. Juan's got a great style, excellent hooks, close range, very powerful. Nice outside trip as well. He's got great top pressure. Moves to the mount on the back beautifully, as we're seeing a perfect example of that here. He's very powerful and explosive. Immediately tries to impose his will on Bakito from Tajikistan. Bakito with the reach advantage in this fight. So if he goes for the long shots, the jabs, the left hooks. Could also use that, oh, nice overhand right. Could also use the uppercut when Juan comes in. Juan tends to drop the head ever so slightly when he's swinging, particularly when he's close range. It's a little bit damage to the right eye, I think, from previous fights from Juan. So it might be something that Bakito targets, particularly left hooks and the jabs to that right side of Juan. Juan likes to charge in. Bakito can try and use some circular motion and counter punching as well, particularly the left hook. Separation. Izquierdo, one of the most exciting fighters here at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships. Tenacious style, fast pace. It's brilliant the way he pulls the trigger and imposes his will instantly on his opponents. Overhand right there, just missed from Bakito. He's got the right idea to look for those counter punches in the flurries when Izquierdo comes forward. Inside leg kick, return fire. Bakito could use his opportunity to make Izquierdo mirror. So if Bakito would throw a kick, Izquierdo throws another one, he could time the level change for the takedown. An out process here towards the end of the first round. Nice overhand right from Izquierdo. He's got power, close range as he charges back. Last 10 seconds of the round now. Izquierdo on the outside. Bakito looking for the double underhooks. Nice takedown from Izquierdo at the end of the bell. What a way to put a stamp on the first round. Stay tuned for the second. Round 2, Izquierdo from Spain in the blue. Husanov from Tajikistan in the red. We've seen some great pressure from Izquierdo. He closes the range. Excellent takedowns as well. He uses his flurry of punches to do damage. Doesn't get damage and he's close to his opponent and they're back to the cage. He'll fire in a level change and look for the takedown. Izquierdo with a complete package here at the IMMAF. There's a takedown from Bakator. Working on the outside for the single, switching to the double. He's going to try and pull that leg away and pull the hips away from the cage. Izquierdo doing a great job of getting back to his feet, however. Nice knee from Bakator. Bakator here waiting for the opportunity to pull Izquierdo away from the cage. He's got to stay heavy not to give up the position and allow Izquierdo back to his feet. Nice knees from Bakator, close range, obviously targeting the body. It's great work. Bakator with a body shot. Izquierdo in this position trying to plant the hand down. He's got to try and escape that right leg. Nice knees to the leg from Bakator. Outside control now from the man from Tajikistan. Izquierdo makes it to his feet. He's going to try and maybe stuff the head here. Could also start to pummel for the underhooks. Could lever the face away with the forearm. He's having a little bit of trouble getting that right arm out of jeopardy. Going to get a separation here from the referee. So reset and center cage. Bakator found his rhythm now. He's found a home for that overhand right as well. Bakator finds the mark. Oh, little change there from Bakator. Beautiful counter hip throw from Izquierdo. Picture perfect counter at the end of the round. Interesting to see him secure the takedown both in the first and the second. Viable tactics, high fighter IQ from Spain. Stay tuned for our third round. Third and final round from the featherweights. The exciting Gran Izquierdo from Spain in the blue corner. And the pressuring Bakator Husanov from Tajikistan in the red. This round is going to be a turn up here. The volume's going up. Ryan egging Bakator on. Both athletes have to make sure they keep the foot on the gas here and go through all the rev range and put the pressure on. Just to make sure that they've left it all in this cage. Inside leg kick. Izquierdo looking to close the distance. He often does that with the overhand right and slips the head and rolls to the outside to disguise the level change. Striking on the entry, looking for the body shot. fake of a switch kick there from Bakitor. Nice down, right? Bakitor. Izquierdo does a great job of testing. Nice knee. Oh, beautiful knee. That one sunk through. Bakitor went to his knees ever so slightly. Big knees again. Big knees again. This is beautiful work from Izquierdo. Listening to his corner, hunting that body. They understood that Bakitor was hurt from that body shot. This is when Izquierdo could try and initiate a takedown here. Bakitor almost certainly trying to evade the knees. Blocking with his hand, he's blocking with his leg. If he's concentrating on defending the knees, thinking too much about the takedown. But again, Izquierdo needs the left underhook to get optimum control over his opponent. Izquierdo very strong in the clinch. Nice knee from Bakitor though, as Izquierdo comes in to close the distance. Exchange of knees here, separation. Izquierdo looking to pour the pressure on with the hands. Jab from Bakitor. Measure instincts here from both. It could be fatigue setting in. It's been a very fast-paced fight. There's the level change into the single. Bakitor using the cage now to his advantage. Look to scoop that leg as well with his left leg. Draw it away and circle around to his left to complete this takedown. Izquierdo going to use that underhook here, potentially to circle around. Head snap to the ground for Izquierdo. Will he go for the takedown towards the end of the round? Great work from the Spanish fighter. Again, delivering in the cage. Spain believe they've done enough to win it, but we'll have to go to the judges' scorecard to see who advances through to the finals. Will it be Spain or Tajikistan? Stay tuned for the official decision.
And at cage 4, this fight is a unanimous decision for the fighter moving on to the finals. Fighting out of the red corner, representing the RMMAU, Salama Despulayev.
And over on cage 2, your winner by split decision. In the blue corner, representing Spain, Juan Izquierdo.
At the prep point for cage 3 in the blue corner, representing Kazakhstan, Alibi Bernabek. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Kyrgyzstan, Bektor Aselbekov. And making the walk to cage 4 in the blue corner, representing the Kingdom of Bahrain, Sultan Umarov. And his opponent in the red corner, representing the RMMAU, Yusuf Magomedov.
And your winner over on cage 1 for a round 3 Anaconda choke and advancing to the finals. In the red corner, represented RMMAU, Jamaluddin Gusingham. And now entering cage 2 in the blue corner, representing Tajikistan, Kyosem Sardorov. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Uzbekistan, Muniz Muminjonov. And entering cage 1 in the blue corner, representing Ukraine, Andriy Stoyan. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Finland, Max Heidenen.
Men's junior welterweight, 77.1 kilograms, 170 pounds. Kyosem Sardorov from Tajikistan in the blue corner. His opponent from Uzbekistan, Muniz Muminjonov. Sardorov in the blue, Muminjonov in the red. Feeling out process here in the first round. So fakes and feints, nice jab from the red corner in Sardorov. At this point, trying to gauge the distance, use fakes and feints to draw out the reactions. Referee asking for some more action here, but this is a feeling out process. You know, two very high level athletes. I don't want to give any inch away and accept a lower position than the bronze medal. They want to go on to the finals. So there's a process here. Who's going to pull the trigger first, whether it be with the strikes or the level change for the takedown? We will see. Nice jab. Big leg kick as well. Muminjonov. We're asking for some more action again, but I mean, this is a feeling out process, and at what point do you listen to the referee and make it detriment to your performance? You know, you don't want to pull the trigger when you don't want to and miss the target. You know, it's one of those ones where you got to go when you're ready. You've got to set it up. You've got to be comfortable. And often this happens as well, where there's similar sort of styles between the two fighters, both long, both like the kicks, the long punches, the 1-2 combinations. They often like to teep as well. Both these athletes, kind of a mirror image of each other. There's the level change, blue corner. Sardorov looking for the takedown now. Great work in getting his opponent down to the ground again. Early on in the fight, Muminjonov with a lot of explosive power and strength. He's got to try and regain that left arm. You can see that's why Muminjonov is trying to get his left arm planted to the mat. And Sardorov sensing that, trapping it with the handcuff. Nice knee. Gets to his feet here. Just got to break that grip now. Oh, there was a takedown. He's got to maintain the back. Screwed the hips down beautifully. Did Sardorov. Muminjonov now with the Kimura. He could use this to escape. He can also use this to submit. But what he's going to do is try and put the right leg in between the legs of his opponent and kick backwards, much like a sacrifice throw or a backwards roll, but maintain that grip on the Kimura trap is vital. That figure four, he has to hold that. He can use it to sweep, he can use it to submit here. And he's using it to stifle the takedown attempt as well at the end of the round. Now the feeling out process is done. Let's see now if they're more tenacious in the second round. You would expect now they felt the power, they felt the striking exchanges. Now's the time to up the game and try and initiate the game plan. Round 2. Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. Tajikistan in the blue, Uzbekistan in the red. And the question on my lips going into the second round is will we see more of a frenetic pace? Will we see more initiation, trying to beat the other to the technique, whether that's the punches or the striking? There's the answer. Striking from Muminjonov. Oh, he goes for the guillotine here. Looks like he's got this tight. He's got the arm in. Pressure from Sadarov trying to free the head. He's got the arm trapped as well. He's TPing up to alleviate the pressure on the neck. Muminjonov trying to squeeze his way to the finals here. He's got to try and get that left arm high elbow to the sky. A little bit more difficult now up against the cage. He's got a nice grip. Looks like the head is slightly free. He's got to try and punch that right shoulder behind the neck. Beautiful work from Sadarov. Looks like he was in trouble there, but stayed calm and collected. Now finds himself in the top position. Triangle attempt. Muminjonov stifled by Sadarov. Muminjonov back to his feet now. The close range, the red corner in Muminjonov. Sadarov will try and work this one back to the floor here. Next in jeopardy, he's got to be careful. Looking for the inside trip, could go to the high crotch, back to the single, looking for the inside trip again. He could also kick that leg away. If he can circle around to his side, there we go. Oh, beautiful head kick. There's a level change again from Sadarov. Great work from Sadarov to strike the dead space that further disguises his ability to come in and re-engage in the takedown. Body shots. Muminjonov gets taken down by Sadarov. He's going to try and explode back to his feet. He can stuff the head, sneak the legs out. He's got to scoot himself back to that cage and cage walk here. Sadarov relentless with the pressure on the outside to work for the takedown. And again, another one of those positions, unless you've been in it, it's very difficult to explain what it feels like. It's very difficult to be stifled and stopped when you're trying to get the takedown. It uses a lot of energy as well. This is like the invisible grappling embedded in the musculature of these athletes from years and years on the mats. Muminjonov did a good job of preventing that last takedown, but he got taken down a number of times in that round. Going into the third now, he's got to try and edge his way up, potentially to look for a finish, or at least try and steal the round. This is a very, very close fight between Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. Stay tuned for our third and final round of the men's junior welterweights here at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships. Bringing you more action throughout the day here at Cage 2. I'm Dean Medat. Thank you for joining us on IMMAF.tv. And special thanks to Abu Dhabi Sports Council, UAE, IMMAF.com, palmsports.com, UFC.com for making this possible. And our official sponsor, Green Hill, for providing our outfits and uniforms and shin pads and gloves for our athletes to compete in. Safe Jaws as well, another sponsor. This isn't a round now as the crowd chant Qasim, Tajikistan. Sadarov in the blue, Muminjonov in the red. Big follow-in from Sadarov. Let's see if he can receive some of that energy, initiate the takedown. He's got to set it up with the strikes. He's got to definitively touch the chin of his opponent in Muminjonov to disguise this takedown. And he gets a hold of the legs, but Muminjonov is able to defend with his hips against the cage. It's Muminjonov now looking for the takedown on the outside. Single leg for Muminjonov. Power guillotine attempt from Sadarov.
контролка, tamam. Qosim, dastosha, контролка. Tamam. Sudni berasan, Qosim. Dastosha. Dastosha, контрол, Qosim, jo, tamam. Ana, anamja, boqini, ana.
Battle front hooks here on the outside and the inside. Nice circle. Nurmagomedov, and there's a strike into the takedown that we spoke about. Nurmagomedov pulling the trigger. High crotch attempt here from Nurmagomedov. Sadarov again is looking to pin the left arm of his opponent to prevent him grappling the legs or looking for the underhooks here. Nice separation. Sadarov now with the pressure. Corner of Tajikistan screaming at the top of his lungs. Sadarov to pressure, to go. They want him to go forward. Nice teep. Side leg kick. There's the shot. Great work from Sadarov. He certainly didn't set that up. He's caught in an inverted triangle here. Frees the head, just got to free the left arm now, control the face of his opponent. Nurmagomedov has to try and hip escape and get that bottom knee, the left knee in between him and his opponent, and work to the half guard and then the full guards. There we go. The open half guard is Nurmagomedov. Got to hip escape to his right side now to free that left leg up so he can get it around the body of his opponent. Nurmagomedov looking to get back to his feet ever so slightly, but Sadarov nullifying that. Back to the full guard from Nurmagomedov. Great top pressure from Sadarov. His ability to maintain this top position now is really going to help him out in the judges' scorecards. 9 seconds of the round and it's all over. We go to the judges to determine the junior welterweight winner. Sadarov believes he's done enough.
And at cage 2, this fight ends on unanimous decision. The fighter going through the final out of the blue corner, representing Kazakhstan, Alibi Bernabet. This fight is a unanimous decision for the fighter going through the final. Out of the red corner, representing the RMMAU, Yusuf Magomedov.
And over on cage 2, your winner by split decision. In the blue corner, representing Tajikistan, Kazim Satsar. And over on cage 1, your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, representing Ukraine, Andriy Stoyan.
Inside cage number 3, in the blue corner, representing Mexico, Diego Torres. And his opponent in the red corner, representing the RMMAU, Mohammed Afandi Asipov. And making the walk to cage number 4, in the blue corner, representing Kazakhstan, Rasul Khatayev. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Uzbekistan,
And now making his way to cage 2 in the blue corner representing RMMAU, Vladislav Sukalenko. And his opponent in the red corner representing RMMAU, Shams Khan Kushagov. Can all board of directors please take your seats? The floor must be clear at all times. Anyone who doesn't belong on the field of play, can you remove yourself from the floor? And now standing in cage number 1, representing the Kingdom of Bahrain in the blue corner, Ramazan Gitsinov. And his opponent in the red corner, representing RMMAU, Abdullah Aliyev.
Junior welterweight at 77.1 kilograms or 170 pounds. In the blue corner from the RMMAU, Vladislav Sukalenko. His opponent in the red corner from the RMMAU also, Shamkan Kushakov. Kushakov commanding center cage. He likes to fire that jab long. He'll pour out with the lead hand as well to gauge the distance. Sometimes he pats that lead hand down for the right hand over the top. Sukalenko likes to bounce in and out of range. He'll fire that lead leg kick, so it flicks it out just to distract, and then come upstairs with the punches. Kuchikov already looking to establish dominance. I like the way there's confidence though from Kushagov. You can see the kicks and the punches that he throws. He puts power on the end of him. He's trying to command respect from Sukalenko. Go now outside position, using cage craft to try and cut the angle. Nice switch of direction from Kushagov. Kushagov might look to use these knees to soften. What he wants to do here is get the takedown. He can utilize the outside trick. Go inside for the hip toss, depending on the direction of his opponent here. Good mat return as well. If Sukalenko dips his head too low, pull on the hips towards the ground, drive all his weight forward, which will drag his opponent down to his knees. This is a feeling out process as well. This is hidden jiu-jitsu, the hidden wrestling, grappling ability up against the cage. And they're looking for those nuances, the disbalance, the avenues, the entries. It often comes when you go one way and the opponent defends and gives you the opportunity to go the other. For Sukalenko here, he's got to keep his weight down. He's got to try and pummel the underhooks here. He's using the wizard to his advantage, but he's given up the double underhooks. He's got to try and improve the position. You'll see as soon as he starts to pummel that left arm in and gain even a 50-50 position where they've both got an underhook and an overhook, immediately he's out of the position where he's in jeopardy of the imminent takedown. Round ends, interesting between the RMMAU. First round's done. Stay tuned for the second. Second round, Sukulenko in the blue corner, Kushagov in the red. Sukulenko coming out southpaw, opens up those rear hands. Oh, nice flurry of punches. Kushagov. That prompted Sukulenko to initiate the clinch, but it's Sukulenko that initiates the outside position via circular motion. There we go, there's the underhooks. Kushagov on the outside now needs to pummel. See the way he dives that right arm straight underneath as soon as his opponent pummels. Battle of underhooks here and base. Sukulenko doing a good job of making his opponent carry the weight here. His ultimate goal is to pummel that left arm in on the inside of his opponent's right arm. Sukulenko working for the takedown. Innovative opportunity there for Sukulenko to step across. A good job of sensing where the base was of his opponent. His opponent, Kushagov, back to his feet now, up against the cage. Sukulenko now working with the pressure, looking to expose the back. He's cleared the arm. Do now. He's trying to skip round to the back. Looks like that right leg is trapped on the inside. Just trying to evacuate that right leg. And then allow him to the hooks. There we go. Beautiful work. Sukulenko. One hook in. Sukulenko looking to get that left hook in. Sukulenko looking to take the back, but gives up the bottom position. Kushagov done a good job of defending the back, capitalizing on the opportunity to end up in the top position in the transition. But now he's got to get to work. He's got to hit the body, he's got to hit the head, he's got to try and pass the guard. Interesting to see the Sukulenko potentially looking to the body triangle round, suggesting that he potentially wanted to hold his opponent now on the knee shield, potentially be looking for the scissor sweep. Warning from the referee due to inactivity. Triangle attempt from Sukulenko, can also switch to the armbar as well. For the triangle, he's got to punch one arm through. He's going to try and establish control. Left arm here.
Making the walk to cage In the blue corner, representing New Zealand, Fergus Jenkins. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Ireland, Paul Buckley.
Third and final round. Potrenko in the blue, Kushigov in the red. Kushigov wasting no time looking for this takedown. Lots of pressure on the outside. Looks like he's got the double underhooks. Sukalenko looking for the counter. Step across with the whizzer. There's the counter again, gets it. Just got to try and clear the underhooks. Potrenko looking for the knee. Nice work, he's looking for the DAS from the bottom position here. He's trapped the arm. He's just got to squeeze here, fully viable to finish on the bottom position. He's got to make sure that his opponent's arm is on the middle of his chest. Sukalenko's got to squeeze. He's shaking his head to his corner, suggesting potentially it's not on as much, but you can see from our vantage point here that the left arm is bent. It needs to be on the chest of Sukalenko and in the neck of Kushigov. Kushigov now capitalizing as he escapes, looks for the back. Sukalenko looking to the corner, they're asking him to stand up, stands up. He's got to try and shake him off the back now. He's got to plant the hands on the mat. Try and TP himself up to the sky and shake. He's got to bounce and try and shake his opponent off. He can also reach up and grab the head and lever his opponent off down to his back. There we go. Kushigov going to initiate potentially a triangle or an armbar here. Sukalenko doing a good job of stacking him up now. Sprawl. He's got to keep those feet off the cage, otherwise he's going to get walked up. Kushigov now relentless with his takedown attempts. Kushigov just trying to score this last takedown towards the last 10 seconds of the round. Great fight between two very highly skilled athletes at juniors as well. Imagine when they go to the seniors. RMMAU racking up the wins here. Who will go on to the semi-finals, who will accept the bronze. Stay tuned. The IMMAF 2021 World Championships official decision. Men's junior welterweights.
Ladies and gentlemen, and for the final time from us over at Cage 4, this fight comes to a close in the first round via DARS choke for the fighter advancing to the final. Out of the blue corner, representing New Zealand, Fergus Jenkins.
And over on Cage 2, your winner by split decision, representing RMMAU in the blue corner, Vladimir Sukalenko. And on cage 1, we go to the judges' scorecards for your winner by unanimous decision. In the blue corner, representing the Kingdom of Bahrain, Ramazan Gittinhar. And making your way to cage number 2. In the blue corner, representing the Kingdom of Bahrain, Gachi Gachiev. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Uzbekistan, Musinjan Mamudjanov. And entering cage 1, in the blue corner, representing Tajikistan, Jovidan Hamuzov. And his opponent in the red corner, representing Kazakhstan, Bogdan Shebelski.
It's a 12.
So ladies and gentlemen, currently standing in cage 2, we have in the blue corner representing RMMAU, Vladimir Potrenko, and his opponent also representing RMMAU, Gachi Magomed Hasadullayev.
We have men's junior light heavyweights. Vladimir Potrenko from our MMAU in the blue corner. His opponent, Gazi Magomed Adzulav from the RMMAU in the red corner. Again, a professional approach from these two. Such a high level for the amateur athletes. They understand there's a feeling out process in the first round, certainly to establish a kind of a bit of dominance, to pepper and jab, get the confidence up as well, get into the motion, get into the zone of optimal functioning, as it's called in sports psychology. But we see this from two teammates potentially that have trained together, a more measured approach, as well as this is the semis. The person goes to fight for the gold and the silver. There's a lot on the line. So there's a more measured approach. There's a more tactical awareness. I think they'll take their time just to establish some sort of dominance or decisive strikes. Oh, beautiful turning wheel kick from the red corner in Gazi Magomed. Vladimir with a nice body kick. Vladimir looking for the takedown, switching to the double leg. He's got to pull the hips away. He could look to circle that right leg around for the trip, gets the hip pull away from the cage. Sometimes called the hip bump. Bump the hips into the cage and then pull them towards you. But it's important after that takedown that you suck your opponent away from the cage, because they can cage walk, they can sit upright, which makes it a lot harder for you to go to mount. You see Vladimir here now in the top position. Lots of dominant pressure. Again, the invisible grappling that we see. And it's almost, you have to feel it to be able to understand what's going on here. There's a lot of dominant pressure on the top from Vladimir. He's following the hips as well from Ghazi Magomed. He's following the square position. It's really important that he doesn't allow his opponent in Ghazi Magomed to gain an angle to submit or pull the hips back towards the cage and cage walk. 10 seconds left of the round now. Lots of dominant pressure from Vladimir. And now this is the blueprint going into the second and third. Get the takedown, stay in the top position, keep the ref happy with strikes, potentially try to pass, but he's got to pull his opponent away from the cage and make sure he re-establishes that position every time. Follow the hips in the square.
Haji, соберись, настрой, братишка. Эй, это чемпионат мира.
Second round now. Teammate versus teammate from the IMMAF, Vladimir in the blue corner, Ghazi Magomed in the red. Turning back, kick attempt here from Ghazi Magomedov. Outside position now. Taking a page out of Vladimir's book, looking to establish the outside position and get the takedown. He's close range from the blue corner, return fire to the leg. Ghazi Magomed. He's going to drop down now, trying to attack the legs. Again, he can use the hip bump, drive the shoulder forward, pull the hips away. Great takedown defense here from Vladimir. Battle of wrestling up against the cage now. It's key to get your head and your hips below your opponents to establish the takedown. We saw this position before. The right leg could come into play now of Vladimir. He could start to outside reap, outside hook, outside trip, whatever you want to call it. He's got to make sure he tries to latch onto one of his opponent's legs and circle round to that opposite side.
Половина раунда. Повиси на нем. Нет, не разворачивайся. Ему головой. Стоять. Левую ногу внутрь. Не разворачивайся туда. Шире ноги, не расслабляйся. Минута осталась.
Nice knee from Vladimir. It's that from Vladimir, utilizing the overhook to his advantage.
Даже не думай расслабляться, держи кисть. Он устает, держи кисть. Эй, поднял. Сорвал кисть. Срывай захват.
Wizard being important, the knee shield from Vladimir as well. Ghazi Magomed could use this opportunity now to high crotch when this knee shield comes across to prevent the single leg, running the pipe, the outside, the circular motion takedown. Gives you the opportunity now to go high on the crotch, look for the elevation. Referee asking for some more action. Nice work from the red corner and Ghazi Magomed. Vladimir did a good job of utilizing the cage to prevent the back take, however, but will that leave a stamp in the judge's eyes coming out of that round? This brings us to our third and final round. The men's junior light heavyweights. Here from the RMMAU blue corner. His opponent also from the RMMAU. In the red corner. Level change from the red corner. Ghazi Magomed now looking for the double leg. He's got to pull the hips in as well, though, for power. Nice wide stance from Vladimir to defend this position. Close quarters here, but Vladimir's got to start thinking about underhooks. The risks getting taken down. Nice takedown defense, though, from Vladimir. He's got a good responsive ability to sense when he's disbalanced, and then he regains his balance via his base. But you've got to argue the point here that Ghazi Magomed's on the outside. Vladimir looking for the turn. Double leg attempt. Ghazi Magomed.
And over on cage one, the red corner defends the battle for round 3. For the opponent, TKO. In the blue corner representing Tajikistan,
Body shots from Vladimir. This one in the wrestling realm up against the cage. Clinch control. Single leg. Ghazi Magomed. He's going to complete this takedown. There's the cage grab. That's unfortunate. Vladimir grabbed the cage, and again he does it. Does that again. You got to argue with the referee here to potentially take a point. That definitely prevented the takedown from Ghazi Magomed. He's working hard. You know, this is very, very taxing on the cardiovascular system. Can sometimes be a little bit frustrating.
And his opponent in the
Knee on separation. They're going to pull the trigger here. Someone's got to do something decisive to put a stamp in this round. This could go either way. There's a level change from Ghazi Magomed. Vladimir again forced to defend up against the cage. He's got to dig those underhooks. He's got to make sure he tries to turn this around to secure the win. We're coming up to the last 10 seconds of this third round between the junior light heavyweights. An evenly matched fight, which sometimes makes it a little bit more difficult to initiate. Interesting, but favorable from the RMMAU, as they will definitely walk away with 2 medals in this division. Stay tuned for the official decision here at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships.
And over on cage 2, your winner by unanimous decision, representing RMMAU. In the blue corner, Vladimir Potrenko. And now making his way to cage 2 in the blue corner, representing Tajikistan, Hasanbek Manarov. And his opponent in the red corner, representing RMMAU, Dmitry Papayev.
We move on to a highly anticipated bout, junior super heavyweights here at cage 2. Hasanbek Manarov from Tajikistan in the blue corner. His opponent from the RMMAU, Dmitry Babev. Hasanbek has got a very heavy right hand. Tends to load it down by his hip. When he chambers it, there's the level change from the representative from the RMMAU in Dmitry. And a smart play to take this fight down to the ground. Hasanbek has got some great power in those punches on the feet. Hasanbek looking for the Kimura now. Use this opportunity to sweep. It's going to be difficult with the cage here. That's potentially why Dmitry's utilizing the cage to prevent that. Hasanbek wants to sweep. Oh, the arm's getting cranked here. Hasanbek looking for the submission victory. It's going to be difficult for Dmitry to roll out of this with the cage behind him here. There's immense pressure going through the shoulder joint of Dmitry. But Dmitry fights out of the position beautifully. Now he's going to put the pressure on. The cage shakes as they clinch. And Dmitry forces Hasanbek. Nice takedown from Dmitry. Dmitry from RMMAU now in the top position. Hasanbek from Tajikistan off of his back. Might look to snatch up this submission off of his back here.
Обойди сбоку, говорю, головой выше.
Я минутик Даша. Я минут. Даша, тебя бела, бела, бела.
Следи за руками.
Стараться как надо. Гири нам Даша.
Дров. Следи за руками.
Бьё.
Голову, Дима.
Tamam Даша.
Сетку, вот так.
Сисикул вона сажал, сисикул.
Дима, голову, бить, постоянно родной.
Даша, гир. Даша, давай. Даша.
Подержи, блядь.
More trap again from the blue corner. Sadabek can utilize this position a lot more to his advantage now, because if he closes his guard, he controls the body, which prevents the roll. The cage is here as well. He's got to maintain that grip, the figure four, and put the palm of the hand to the back of the head of his opponent. Kimura, such a savage shoulder lock. Lots of pressure now. He moves the hips out. He's going to try and trap the arm now. Forcing the arm to the back, forcing the roll. Dimitri forced the roll to his back to alleviate any pressure. He must have some flexibility in that shoulder. Usually in the heavier weights, we see less flexibility in the shoulder area, but almost certainly doesn't seem to be any damage in that shoulder. Look at him in the corner here, though. His coach tried to pull the arm up potentially to shake it and slap it like they do. And he pulled the arm down and he looked down at his arm. So there could be some damage there. But he's got a good poker face. He doesn't want to let that on to his opponent, because his opponent now will have an opportunity to chase that same arm. We move on to our second round here at the junior super heavyweights. This category, plus 299 kilos or 659 pounds. Huge men inside this cage, and we're seeing that in the grappling realm. You can hear the audible slam as the bodies crash to the mat. Back to the feet though is Sadabek. Lots of punches here, but he's got to try and pummel that right arm in. Nice body shot. Now he's got the avenue. He's got to look for the underhooks here, otherwise he risks falling foul to the single leg. Dimitri, nice and low. He's going to get the takedown here. Switch with Sadabek, but he doesn't get it. Now this is the Kimura. This is the same arm that Sadabek attacked. Dimitri's got to make sure he retracts that arm, especially if he's got an injury there, because he might be inclined to tap from the full guard as well. Straightens the arms out to try and get away from the right angle that puts the immense pressure, sometimes called the chicken wing. You kind of want the arm out at a right angle, or much like a chicken wing, to crank it. You get the best leverage there. That's why you see him straighten that arm out to alleviate the pressure on the shoulder. Sadabek with a nice hammer fists. Great offense from Sadabek here off his back. Big hammer fist causing Dimitri to momentarily lose his balance. He's got to get a warning here from the back of the head. He's going to lose the position. It looked like Dimitri was wobbled by that huge hammer fist, but now he's going to take the time to recover from the shots that went to the back of the head. There was a couple that did go to the back of the head, and he's going to take 1 point. Interesting. I think he just sensed that Dimitri was hurt. You know, he fell off to the side, which could have suggested he was wobbled or rocked. So he just tried to initiate looking for the TKO. That would have been crazy. Right, they're going to get the position back, which is interesting. Given usually that if an athlete that's in the better position causes a foul, they lose the position, they start standing. It's interesting. It could play into the hands of Dimitri because he's got set up into the feet. It's more affordance for him to get struck on. There's less power available from a Sadabek off of his back. But he's shown us that he can rock his opponent. He's just got to make sure he targets the side of the head. He's doing well to chase that Kimura again. Must be something that is readily available to him in the gym, and thus he spent more time on it and got a lot better at it. And he's definitely done some damage to the arm of Dimitri. Dimitri now looking to pressure. Referee asking for some more action from Dimitri in the top position. Really impressed with Sadabek's ability to maintain offense off of his back. And it really has stifled the ground and pound of Dimitri. Dimitri has obtained the top position, but he's, this is getting cranked here. And it looks like this is going to be a submission victory. Immense pressure through the shoulder of Dimitri. Sadabek looking for the finish, and it's all over. The referee calling an end to this fight. Sadabek Mamanov from Tajikistan wins via Kimura victory here at Junior Super Heavyweight at the IMMAF 2021 World Championships. And we saw the damage from the previous submission attempts from Sadabek. And he really hunted that arm. He sensed the arm was in jeopardy, chased it off of his back, used the hammer fists, and he cranked that all the way to the back of the head. Immense pressure on the shoulder. Going to get the medical team just to check out Dimitri's shoulder here. What an emphatic finish and a submission victory from the larger men, the junior super heavyweights. We will hand it over to Ricky Wright to announce the official decision.
And over on cage 2, your winner by round 2 Kimura from a verbal submission. In the blue corner from Tajikistan, Sadabek Mamanov. And over on cage 1, your winner by split decision in the red corner representing Sweden, Robin Henotsekio. And now making her way to cage 1 in the blue corner, representing RMMAU, Jamal Mechinov. And his opponents in the red corner representing RMMAU, Magomed Shakrudinov.